Hey there. I'm not going to use your name because this is going on the internet and I want you to be able to have easy access to it. And I want you to really understand what we're doing for your daughter and her spine. And I apologize for the confusion and sometimes explaining x-rays and showing models and just kind of talking about it doesn't quite paint the picture that I want it to paint. So I want to take some extra time here and describe all of this to you in further detail. With a scoliosis, there's two components. There is the tilt side to side, and there's also the rotation or the twisting of the vertebrae that commonly occurs with the tilt. Usually when there's scoliosis, it is rotatory, and so what happens is the spine goes off here, like in your daughter's case, and then it begins to rotate, and it usually does so like that. It tilts to the left in the lower back, and then the front of the vertebra also rotates towards the left. Use my hands as a model here. Tilts off like this, but then it also rotates, or it turns like this. And what we're using as our reference point for the rotation is the back of the spine, the little bumps that you can even feel back there on your own, that in reference to the front part of the vertebra. This is a smaller bone, this is the neck vertebra, but it's basically the same. We're measuring right there, the back part of the spine. How much has it rotated compared to the front components, the weight-bearing parts of the vertebra? So now that we know what we're talking about with regards to the tilt and the rotation, let's talk about your daughter. Here, starting out, I measured her 26 degrees in her lower back. Tilt. I also measured 7 millimeters of rotational difference, how far this part comes away from the weight-bearing front part in the center. That was rotated like that by 7 millimeters. The last x-ray that I took, I still have her rotated at 7 millimeters, but the tilt isn't quite as bad. We had from 26 down here to 24.5. And as I mentioned before, our goals for your daughter is to get her so she's standing upright better, get her so that her hips, of course, are leveling off better, get her to begin to stabilize, and then we'll take any bit of improvement on top of that we can get as it relates to her post-x-ray measurements. Now, there's an margin of error every time we position a person for an x-ray. And so here, 26 down to 24.5, I can't say that it's definitely a 3 or a 4% change, improvement, but what I can say that it's certainly not any better, that we've stopped the development of her curve as it relates to her care here. Now it's just a matter of maintaining that so she stays more like this than this, and most importantly, more like this as opposed to being off over here by 6+ degrees like it was when she started, her hips so low on the left side. So I hope that does a better job of explaining. Sorry for the unclarity before, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.